I'm here in Ahwatukee, Arizona with my Aunt Eddie, and we're preparing a surprise birthday dessert for my cousin Bonnie tonight for dinner. And we're actually going to be making a lemon blueberry cheesecake bars. So first of all, I would like to say, hello Aunt Eddie.
Hello, and thank you so much for doing this.
I'd like you to tell you what the ingredients for the crust. We're going to start with the crust. Starting with the crust, we have 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup unsalted butter cut into small pieces, 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar, 3/4 cup of finely chopped pecans that have been toasted, and a pinch of salt. But we always have to start my cooking classes with a drink. You ready?
I am ready.
To the chef.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to mix the flour and the butter, the brown sugar, and the pecans. This is a very easy recipe. Everything goes in the bowl, and a pinch of salt. That's all we have. Now we're going to take 2 forks, or if you want to use a food processor, you can do that as well. But if you're using the 2 forks, back to back, start cutting the butter and the sugar and the flour all together until it starts to become like pea-size gravel and works its way. And once the butter starts to become covered with all of the other ingredients, it breaks up very easily. And at that point, what you can do is very quickly with your hands just start mashing it all together. You want to work quickly because you don't want the butter to get too soft. Is there. You see how nice that starts to come off? And if it sticks to your hands a little bit, just take a little flour and rub it on your hands and rub them together. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, now this is normally for a 9 by 13 pan, this recipe, but since there's only 4 of us, I've decided to use 2 small square pans and freeze one of them. So we're going to save the butter. I saved my butter papers and I'm brushing the inside of the pan, greasing the inside of the pan. There we go. There's one. And let's just do the other one here. And this is actually a great way to not waste any of the butter that's on the inside of the papers. It's that simple. Now we're just going to split this in half. We're just going to pat this down into the pan. Now you kind of have to work a little quickly with this because as you can see here, there's a little bit of heat in the kitchen here today, so the butter is kind of sticking to my hands. But if you work quickly and you use really cold butter, it works very well. One of the secrets is you can actually freeze the butter and cut it up, and it works excellent. It works very well.
Oh, that sounds...
And that's when a food processor really, really comes in handy.
I can see that.
So, now that was pretty simple, wasn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so now we're going to pop this into a 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes until it gets lightly brown. While this is in the oven, we're going to be working on the filling. The first thing that happens when the crust comes out is we're going to spread the blueberry, 1 cup of blueberry preserves over the crust, the cool crust. And we're going to set that aside. So, now we're going to make the actual cream cheese filling. To make the filling, we are starting with 3 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese softened, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 3 large eggs, 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm going to add the sugar, a little at a time here, and I'm going to cream this until it gets nice and creamy. Now we're going to add the eggs one at a time, just until they start to become blended in. One of the reasons you want to do one at a time is because you don't want eggs flying all over the kitchen. Believe me, I've been there and it's done that. And I even have the t-shirt. So, there, you see how nice and creamy that becomes. Now you can turn the blender up, or the mixer up. Lemon juice, I'm just going to take the lemons, and instead of dirtying a strainer, I'm just going to strain the seeds right through my fingertips. See, that way you don't have to do that extra piece of dishes. Isn't that great?
That's good. No more dishes.
No more dishes. Vanilla. And I'm going to just put a little bit more. I like vanilla.
I don't think it hurts.
No, it doesn't hurt. Okay, so that's that, and then we just finish this off.
Sure
oh, there we go. And that's all there is to the filling. And now we're just going to pour that over the baked, cooled crust.
Oh, that looks so good.
I think even you could do that.
I think even I could do that.
There you go. We've pulled these out of the oven, and now they're cool to the touch. And you can see how nice they came out. Look how nice and just toasty brown those are. And they raise just a little bit. Now, we're just going to, if you notice, 2 side by side of these 8x8 pans miraculously gives you a 9x13 pan. So you can eat the one and freeze the other. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and spread the blueberry. And now you don't have to use blueberry. You can use your favorite jam if you like strawberry, if you like cherry, even apricot. You can use any kind of preserves that you like. This particular container that I bought actually holds 1 cup. So one of the secrets about doing this is if you want to get things pre-measured, you try to find jams that are already measured out at 1 cup, and that actually saves a little bit of time, and it saves on having to wash another measuring cup. So it's any of those little shortcuts kind of help every now and then. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with just covering it with the filling. If you notice how nice and creamy that is. Now we're just going to split this in half, and we're going to spread it right over the top. And that looks like about half. And just gently spread this over. There we go. Doesn't that look good?
Oh, I think even I could do that.
Yeah. And now all we're going to do is we're going to pop this back into the oven, 350 degrees, for about 25 to 30 minutes until it sets. Here we are after the project has been baked and chilled, and now we're going to try it, and we're going to actually sing happy birthday to my cousin Bonnie. Are you ready for this? Happy birthday to you!
And many more.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you!
Okay, let's plate this really quickly. You can get out of the small one, you can get 16 pieces. Nice little lemon blueberry cheesecake bar.
Isn't that beautiful?
Are you going to try this, Aunt Addie?
I think I can do it.
Oh, good.
I mean, I listened to you very carefully today, and I think I'm going to be able to do this.
So let's kiss the cook.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.